Hello guys, I am Dr. Ahmed Sin Pathan, general and laparoscopic surgeon, and you are watching my YouTube channel. Today I am going to tell you about the hernia. How an abdominal opening or weakened space develops. It develops due to the increased intra-abdominal pressure like chronic cough, chronic constipation, multiple pregnancies in women, and all other factors who are contributing in increasing intra-abdominal pressure. Hernia can be developed anywhere in the body, but today I'm going to tell you about the ventral and groin hernias. Ventral hernia develop in center of the abdomen at anterior abdominal wall from xiphi sternum up to the umbilicus. Ventral hernia include umbilical hernia, paraumbilical hernia, and epigastric hernia. Umbilical hernia protrude out from the umbilicus, while paraumbilical hernia protrudes through the crescentic border of the umbilicus but do not disturb the shape of the umbilicus. And beyond that, it is a fatty hernia or epigastric hernia up to the xiphi sternum. Groin hernias are inguinal and femoral hernias. Inguinal hernias may be direct or indirect and traverses through the inguinal canal. It can be incomplete or complete, reaching to the scrotum. While femoral hernias are coming from the femoral canal, and femoral hernias are more common in females. In early stage, inguinal hernias are small and reducible by itself. With the passage of time, it increases in size and get adherent to the surrounding structures if not treated. Sometimes opening of the hernia may be narrow and the contents of the hernia like bowel can be obstructed in that and can cause emergency. Diagnosis of the hernia is purely clinical. While excluding the other pathology or other abnormalities, we can go for certain investigations like abdominal ultrasound and other blood investigations. Before treating the hernia, it is necessary to overcome the causative factors like chronic cough, family completion in females, and prostate enlargement in males, and other factors discussed with the doctor. Treatment of the hernia is purely surgery. Either it can be open or laparoscopic. In open surgery, contents have to be reduced, sac has to be open, ligated, and then dissected. Repair of the posterior wall has to be done with the non-absorber sutures or with the mesh implant and then has to be closed in layers. Laparoscopic procedures are minimal invasive procedures and are called as TEP and TAPP. TEP is total extraperitoneal repair. TAPP stands for transabdominal preperitoneal repair. In both the minimal invasive procedures, contents have to be reduced intra-abdominally and then fixation of the mesh has to be done. Hernia surgery is a daycare surgery. After the surgery, patient has to be advised to avoid the causating factors like wet lifting, coughing, constipation, and all other factors who are contributing or exerting the pressure on abdomen.